Gosh darn it. Okay, so found out there's no way to fix it, or at least I couldn't find a way to fix it. And so that's... yeah, that's not cool. I'm going to be deleting that one out of my logs. Okay, so we're currently live. One of these days I'm going to end up playing... Okay. Hey, howdy, let's see, we also got testing out new equipment. Yeah, so that one's actually just donezo. We're gonna new latency instant chat response. Perfect. Okay. Howdy, bikini bro. All right, there we go. Testing. 2. Got it. So it's about a 3-second, but it's a lot better than what it was. And 3 seconds is definitely a lot more acceptable. Let's see. I'm in the next round of Plague Reaper games. All right, let me find the replay I was talking about. So I ended up losing a game. So far in all my streams, that's kind of all it's been lately. But hey, that's perfectly fine. That is not it. Okay, so we're gonna copy this. I need to put this onto... I need to send this to my computer self. Tolby's server of Tolby's replays. We're gonna post this. So that way, when I go here, we're just gonna go to Tolby's replay. Man, Discord is so slow on my computer, and I don't know why. It's not even an OBS thing. Alrighty. So this ended up being a Quetzalcoatl. Manage. There we go. So let's go over to here. There. We get a lot more useful information actually through the YouTube. Through YouTube. Okay, cool. So, right over here, we're going to return it back to turn 0. This is an exciting Quetzalcoatl. It ends up being moderately a moderately quick game, sort of. I will be the pink Quetzalcoatl, as whoever goes first gets to keep the same color, and whoever goes second, if your tribe color has already been taken, it takes it randomly off of a list prioritizing certain colors. And for Quetzalcoatl, pink is one of those colors, as well as orange. As they've got like orange and then pink on their helmet. All tribes sort of have their list of preferences, so that's why you're rarely going to see like a... I'm trying to think. That's... Because we pretty much know that Yadak ends up being a lot more salmon and all that, but... Anywho, tribes do have their preferences on what colors to pick, but it's still random. Starting this game off, this one's against the pro player Finite. He's the one that introduced me to Polychamps and got me into the competitive teams. And every once in a while, we'll end up having a 1 versus 1. I think I've beaten him only twice out of like the almost 20 games we've played, so that says anything. Typical starts. We're going to be moving our defenders to the center. However, while we both find our villages quite early on, we've got, and it makes your hair look glitchy. Yeah, I actually did the camera thing last night, and so it was different lighting. But I'll fix it during the day, and we'll get that fixed later. Let's see. So right over here. The village that Finite gets over here with theirs is right over on land. However, mine, we have a problem. We're cut off by the water. So already I'm sitting here going, oh, dang. Hopefully we're both in the same boat. Of not intending water puns. But hopefully we're both in the same boat where we've got water that's in front of us. You know this is never how it turns out. So I've got an uphill battle I'm going to have to be fighting right out of the gates. We're going to continue to split up and expand. The one saving grace that I have for me is there's no consistent tech between Finite's villages. He's going to go organization, as that'll level up 2, but his capital is going to stay at level 1. Most likely going to be picking up a workshop on this central. This is the first time I'm looking at this replay. Most likely going to be picking up a workshop over here, as it is not quite yet time for the Explorer. However, Explorer play would not be terrible. You can say that luck isn't flowing in your way. Oh my goodness. Yep, gonna be going with the workshop. Meanwhile, Pink, that's me, gonna be picking up fishing. Really rare fishing starts for Quetzali. I need to turn down these speakers, else you're gonna get some feedback, I'm realizing. I actually need to grab some headphones, but we'll do that later. So at this current moment, we're both kind of exploring, trying to get to the center of the map. And I'm going to be winning this important race for the village in the center. So, if anything, that is my saving grace. Consider turning down your video settings or using... Okay, so my OBS is telling me my video encoder is a little overwhelmed. So, after this, I'll have to reduce the quality just a tiny, tiny bit, as I don't want lags in the system. Notice... I've got a problem. Luckily, a warrior and a swordsman cannot defeat a shield. Especially when the shield is defended up by terrain such as a city. But nonetheless, this does make things difficult for me. So, Finite is going to be leveling up their more central island and going with yet another workshop. Fascinating. So this is why... they ended up having a really strong economy later on. We go with an Explorer, so I get to see everything that's going on, and I already know I'm in trouble here. I've got 2 units right here at my door, and I actually go with city walls, as I know if I lose this city, the game's basically over. So we're going to see how that goes. Hi, Ilion. Welcome back. By the way, we're going to do a quick pause here. Ilion, I want to apologize for our game. I want you to know I randomed as Cymanti. I didn't intentionally choose it. It's just I randomed as them. So, hopefully no hard feelings. Sorry about that. And, yeah. That one was a rough game for you. I looked at the replay. I don't know what I could have done better in that game, in that position. The only thing I could say is just get riders, but those mountains completely blocking off riders to prevent them from doing what they want to do. If y'all are interested, we'll share that replay. But it's one where normally I can always say, like, just go riders. No. That map was really rough for Shinsheep spawn. All right, we're going to continue. So, Finite, who's playing as Green Quetzali, is currently at my doorstep. I'm the Pink Quetzali with both of their units. I end up going with city walls because they can potentially siege. And if I lose this city, the game's over. So right over here, I'm actually hoping that these 2 cities right over here are connected by land. Because if I can get over here on land and try to cut them off. The issue is Finite has roads, and I had to slow down my economic progression for city walls. Else, the city would have actually already been gone. And even though right now I'm starting off, we're actually starting off equal on the city capture. This swordsman right here from the ruins that Finite got very early has cut me off for the rest of this. As long as I can get this warrior over to this village, I'll be fine. And I explored over here, so I actually have vision over all that. We're going to pick up organization. I need to level up all of my cities, get my economy flowing. One of the strengths of Quetzali is they actually have a pretty good economy. The issue is since they're not barter and they don't start off with hunting, it's too slow. So Finite gets roads and is able to do what road riders do best, which is road forward and zip on to other locations extra fast. And lo and behold, the sad news. There's water between this city, Jayax was, and this one right over here, cutting off my progression to the center of the map even more. And at this point, we now know we need to fight for this lake. If we lose this lake, the game is over. Issue is I don't have enough of an economy. I can't even fight this one warrior that's actually pestering me right now. I'm going to lose this race to this ruins I don't know about. Finite is connecting all of his cities up. Going to be getting the Grand Bazaar with one more city claim and being able to push for those giants even faster. In fact, getting the first one at their capital... Actually, they don't even need to claim a city. They just need to connect this city down here. So not only do they have the monument for getting their first giants, they also now have the Grand Bazaar. I am aware about how terrible my position is. The only best thing I could do is make it harder for him to come over and siege me. Boats are absolutely necessary. 100%. Boats are going to be necessary in order for me to win this game. We're going to do what Quetzali does best, turtle up. How do you turtle up? Well... Find out where you need to focus all your defenses and expand those borders. Because riders have issues. Knights don't. Riders have issues half the time getting to cities that have expanded borders. Now, you can position a rider just 2 spaces away, road it forward, and then it can still get to the city, but you can't. This is my dog. She is completely green screened. Hey, Cleo. Oh, that's right. Your furs looks kind of green, especially to the computer. That's okay. That's hilarious. Ghost cat. Hi, glitchy monstrosity. So we're gonna continue trying to improve my economy because in order to get out to the water, I need enough economy. This is not a live game. This is one that played over some time. And Finite was kind and let me take extra time on my turns because A, we were finishing up some competitive games, and B, I'm in a tough spot here. And since I always end up losing, we're just trying to give them the best game I possibly could. So here's the strength of riders. A, you can road them forward. So roading the defender forward, get extra vision. B, roading the rider forward. C, playing leapfrog with these riders to zip even further forward, so he's able to explore so fast. This is how you properly use riders for exploring, because they get to back each other up. If they find a warrior, one retreats, the other one secures the kill, and then also retreats unless you have vision and know that they're alone. So Finite's gonna get this peninsula, and I'm gonna need to claim this lake. Gonna get even more giants because this is Rider Roads at its finest. I should have gone Rider Roads a lot sooner, not gonna lie. This is one of where I actually probably should have just gone with Rider Roads, but we're gonna go ahead and get the defensive catapults because this catapult, especially once placed right here, can prevent this peninsula from spawning anything. So I can prevent it from doing anything that he wants to do. I'm gonna have to turn notifications down on my phone because now I got distracted because so much is going on. This is important, technically, but we are going to silence this, and I'll look at that later. Cool. So I'm just moving my defenders forward, and I'm actually thinking that, hey, I have a chance to get this city over here until this defender moves down, and instead of finding just one giant, I now find 2 in a catapult. That's not happening. That is a huge bummer. So it's going to be able to kill off that giant. So I do finally get my Rider Roads, but it's going to be a little bit, and it's kind of slow at this point. He gets a catapult to try to siege down my city and prevent me from accomplishing anything. Honestly, this is not a bad catapult spot, but due to Finite's lack of vision, he doesn't know that. Oh, now he does. So he gets an explore off and is able to see that his catapult is now dead. See? Dead. Almost nothing can spawn at this city, though, so at least I'm locking down one city's worth of production. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Grand Bazaar Monument, expand our borders, because, again, I am needing to get onto the water. Hopefully I can try to get some giants. I do need to pick up sailing, though, in a moment. Oh, yeah. No, that was definitely out of this entire game, the only frustrating thing for Finite. Because now, look at this. He's got 2 riders here, and I see these riders. So I know that, hey, these riders are at my doorstep. He can road them forward. I know he has roads. So I need to defend this catapult. But I also need this catapult to go away. So at this point, I'm actually retreating my front line just a little bit. And I'm going to protect my catapult from getting killed by doing a defender push right here with a giant. Try to buy myself a little bit of extra time. Finite, however, picking up a lot more cities. Going to be able to get... just leveling up all of them to get giants everywhere. This is the strength of Quetzali, is they actually do have a pretty good economy, especially on land. On water, not so much. But, getting a giant here in the north, and now he has 2/3 of the map containing me. But if I can secure this lake, notice neither of us are on the water yet. It's just too many resources have to keep going for this land battle. I know 1 HP catapult kills a 10 HP catapult, correct. So I secure the... so we actually, when we go back... we secure the kill, and we level up the catapult. Because that's its 3rd kill right there. So, yeah. 100%. And now he's going to have to hit that catapult again. Hopefully, I can... The new goal, I need to establish a defense right here at this border. And I need to set up a line right over here in the south, and I need to get onto the water. This is a great play. It's also a blunder. So, Finite actually is now having a defensive line of defenders and giants, and he's going to slowly be pushing forward to me. And I'm actually trying to break my bad habit of getting too aggressive. However, in situations like this, you typically want to get aggressive, as you're only giving the other person more time. The issue is because of this catapult's position and everything else, I didn't really see a good play to get aggressive. There's still this swordsman that he got from the ruins on turn 4, creating havoc for me, and I can't do anything about it. I did finally manage to kill the warrior that was pestering me in the back. We're gonna just zoom out just a little bit. And he's gonna just level up all of his cities in the back, improve his economy. He doesn't have to be aggressive. He actually just has to contain me and buy his time. So again, he's just doing the correct play, but he's a pro for a reason. Gonna level up X-Waz, increase the expand the borders just so that way he has more giant potential. And now I'm finally on the water. Got the first defender on the water. Hopefully I can establish that naval superiority. And if we do get that naval superiority, all of this territory all around here is mine. And then I will have 2/3 of the map. But we'll see where that goes. So I'm going to slowly start pushing units onto the water. I get a giant at my capital. So again, I can push it onto the water as quickly as possible. And just for me, I don't have enough economy. I'm fighting with 37 stars per turn. It's not actually that bad. 37 stars per turn for this amount of territory isn't terrible. The issue is I have giants and catapults and riders at my door, and I don't have enough firepower in order to kill everything, which means I need to focus not on economy, but military. So we're going to go ahead and continue to kill his units as much as possible. We're going to be trading giants over here, as his catapults are going to be able to kill mine, whereas I'm going to be able to kill, his. But now I have 3 units on the water. And Finite picks up sailing so he can get onto the water as well. Getting his first defender versus my 3. And you got to remember, when it comes to naval combat, it's mostly a game about stars. Because there's no differences when it comes to naval units unless you're playing a special tribe. Boats are equal to the cost of the unit, and you're just paying for health. Ships are an additional 5 stars in order to have warrior stats with ranged attack. And then battleships are 20 stars. And whoever can put more money onto the water is the one that typically wins. The issue is I have 37, now 40 stars per turn worth of production, whereas Finite has 53. So that's 2 battleships he can create a turn, and that's including just buying defenders and then putting them on the water. And then he has these 2 cities that I can't do anything about, and he's going to put them on the water. But we're going to go ahead and watch a fascinating play. I'm having to try to defend right over here in the south against 4 giants and catapults and riders saying, hi, we're coming to visit whether you like it or not. My northern city is being sieged. He finally killed off my catapults. So what are we going to end up doing here? We're going to ride her forward, hit, bop, 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 ride forward, build a defender here just so we can put it on the water, and then level up Jaxwas in order to get a super unit killing the giant for a giant pop, not a giant push. Trying to get a little bit of tempo in my way. However, I've got a line of 4 giants over here. He's going to start sieging this city here in the south with his giant. Midas squish attack, 100%. A giant pop. If you make it to where giants have nowhere to go, a unit has nowhere to go to when you push it, it dies. However, now we're starting to see the economy play out where I was on the water first. Yeah, he don't care. He's just going to create multiple catapults and whatnot and battleships and just start sieging down my units on the water, fighting for the lake. I'm going to road forward, kill everything ever so slightly, unsiege the city. Try to get defenders there, because I actually can't afford a defender. I'm spending too many stars just trying to get stuff on the water. And at this point, I'm just going to continue to just upgrade boats into battleships. And slowly starve me out. So this one, I did the best that I could. I don't feel like I really played super poorly. I probably should have gotten riders a little bit sooner. So that way I could have gotten this city up here. If I got this city, Finite would have had less ways to go onto this lake, allowing me to secure the lake a lot better. And this probably would have gone more in my favor that way. I've got a couple of other moves. I'm going to continue to try to fight for the water, try to keep my giant battleship as healthy as possible. I'm going to take this lake up here, because this lake will secure this. I should have been doing that a little bit sooner. But he's not going to only siege Jaxwas. He's also going to end up sieging my key point central city, securing it with 2 catapults and a line of 3 giants and riders. And I can continue to defend at this point, but at this point, it's better to just respect our time, and I surrender. So where did this game go wrong? Very early on. A lot of these games tend to go wrong very early. First off, we're just going to skip over to turn, 3. We're going to go to turn 4. Veteran swordsman very early on is a big deal. That's not only is it a free unit, it's a veteran unit that requires like 5 units to hit it. Don't forget, these actually used to be giants in Ruins, but they actually nerfed them to where they are just swordsmen instead. which is a good move. Not gonna lie. And the whole purpose of it being a veteran is so that way you can't turn it into a veteran later and fully heal it. Because that would be too much of a tempo play. So right over... There's about... He's going to go ahead and get Ryder Roads here. So it's actually at this point I need to be considering writing. Do I get writing? Nope, I get mathematics. I got mathematics instead of writing, right over here on turn 9. While it's a good play for defensive purposes to be able to expand these borders, I would have been able to compete for everything here on land a lot better and compete here for the north if I got writing. I don't remember my line of thinking. I think I was actually afraid about him expanding the borders, and I wanted to expand them first to get multiple giants. Quetzal economy and vendor aggression potentially in one game. Yes, just about. It's right this turn over here, where sure, the terrain isn't fully in my advantage, but I should have gotten riders. I should have gotten riders, spammed out riders a couple of turns, and maybe I could have made something happen, because Quetzal naturally goes into catapults. Sure, riders can't do squat against catapults, but I already had walls over here. I should have just gotten riders and then followed up with roads very shortly after, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would have gotten the Grand Bazaar early, allowing me to expand these borders right over here instead of having to rely on mathematics. Well, hopefully you learned from my mistakes. This one, it was a good game. It really was. On turn 9, I went math instead of riders. I don't know why. I think I was trying to get it while it was cheaper, and then form a defensive line and do what Quetzal does. The issue is yeah, I lost the rest of the map because of that. Also, this veteran swordsman. Alrighty. So, in all of that time, we never got another opponent right over here on the Glaciered Victory. We're going to go ahead and leave this one. We're going to go to random match, and we're going to turn it into a small dry lands. And I'm going to go ahead and still pick barter. We're picking barter because I'm currently working on a barter script for that's the next how-to. And I need to get barter gameplay. Oh, goodness. I take allergy medication specifically for that. No. Anywho, yeah, we're going to be streaming for about an hour longer. I don't have all the time in the world, unfortunately. We're going to create a lakes game as barter. Oh, we're going to leave this one. Wait, what? Waiting for a player to take the spot. Alright, so yeah, that's dry land. Well, barter is barter. Yeah, barter is barter. Lakes, small, accept, barter, pick. Done. Alright, next. I don't know why. We're going to do small continents. And whichever one we can kind of get first. Interesting. So this one, these put me as second place. Valhalla will welcome many more souls today. Even though everyone kind of doesn't complains about barter and says that they don't they're too strong. Honestly, they're perfect as they're a free tribe and even new players can play with them. Probably because one is new game, the other is random game. Maybe. think you're right about that. Accept. Barter. Okay. Oh, you are correct about that. Wow, I didn't notice that. When I play, I only have one choice. Maths and giants or writers and cities. Maths and giants. So, but you also got to remember that more cities means more economy, which means you can afford more stuff, allowing you to get math. Sure, it's way more expensive later, but if you can have all of your cities produce 4 or more stars a turn, it's actually not that bad. And barter can afford it. We're going to leave these two. Dang! Someone joined and then immediately quit. You fun person, you. Barter. Hey! We're going to leave this one. Alright, here we go! Oh, it's a barter mirror. Alright, turn 1, we're going to be... So we're spawned here in the north. We're going to be going south with our warrior. Hunt. We're going to be picking up a workshop and passing the turn. Hey, lo and behold, is anybody surprised? It's a barter mirror. We're going to follow the animal. Dang, I should not have followed the animal. Pass the turn. We're going to follow these fruit. Because there is a city somewhere around this fruit. And this warrior is going to be heading to the southeast in order to follow these 2 berries. There's probably a village right here. It's actually more likely right here. Alright. This one moves down. This one moves over. And we're going to just pass the turn. I really only need about 2 warriors in this case. I used to be a lot more aggressive, and I would actually not train a warrior on the first turn right after, but I would save for riding and then go riders, which isn't terrible. I have a feeling this game's going to be good. Hopefully, that is the main goal. We're actually going to go north like this. Wow. So there's no village here. We're going to save our stars just for 1 more turn. So there's no village in all of this. The village density that I am having to work with is absolutely terrible. I also need to remember that this is a drylands map. So absolutely no navy. I should be score counting. Dang, he's already got his cities. So we're going to pick up forestry. Lumberhot. Resources. And I'm gonna wait. I need to wait. We're not gonna explore just as of yet. I do want to explore, but we're gonna wait a turn on that. Whew! That score, though. I should have been score counting from the very beginning. I'm mostly trying to see anytime his score jumps up really, really high. I have a feeling he jumped towards mathematics, but we'll see. Because I want to explore over here on my western city, but in order to explore the direction I want it to, we got to move this warrior up in order to properly prep. And then we're going to Lumberhot, explore. Explore, why do you hate me? What is that? Pick up riding, get a rider, claim, pass the turn. So where's this rider going to go? think my opponent spawned in the south, just because they already have, from score wise, looks like 4 cities. They either got a new technology such as mathematics, or they just claimed a city right now. So I think they actually picked up mathematics and then they just claimed a city. Another explorer in the East City or just a workshop? At this point, I think I'm just gonna pick up a workshop. My gut is telling me my opponent's in the south. You don't have this high of a score and not see where they already are. So, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead. Lumberhot. Workshop. How am I gonna do this? We're gonna train a rider here. And we're gonna save for next turn. So next turn, oh, maybe I shouldn't have trained a rider. My economy is not working out for me this game. What do I need? At this point, I think I'm gonna just spend the next couple turns spamming out riders. I need to be watching this score. My gosh, 2,600! So not only did I go second, but looks like I just had terrible village density. So how are we going to do this? I've got mountains over here preventing... They have the giant. Yeah, most likely. They most likely have a giant. I'm pretty certain that they've actually got 2 giants. Why don't I see them? That is terrifying. Also, village density. So there's a village right here. I'm going to follow my gut. We're going to spam out riders for a turn. I'm going to move you over here. So this warrior is going to be heading over to this village, and then I can have him get these ruins safely. Yeah, he's definitely picked up mathematics and has 2 giants at this point. That game is really wrong. Yeah. However, I'm doing okay on time, and my opponent's not. So you got to remember that time actually can play a huge part. Did they just pick up riders? Oh, man. Ark! So I lost the race through the center. I think my opponent explored at some point. If only my explorer didn't go all the way to the west. That was the whole reason why I waited a turn, was to have it go in a better direction. Oh, no. Alrighty, so we're going to go bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. Retreat. Roads. Road. Road. Zoom you all the way over to here. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. And then you go here. How aggressive do I want to be? I think the answer is actually yes. I want to be extremely aggressive. I don't want him roading forward and securing the kill. So we're just going to make things annoying. Wow. Okay, yeah, so they already have forestry. And Yeah, we're just going to train a rider here in the back. So I've got a lot of damaged units, but the main goal is... Actually, so I should have used multiple units to block this off. But I think he's just going to chop at a... I don't know how to pronounce that. Either that or he's about to just... The worst case is... Oh, don't unsiege. No! Alrighty. So I gotta retreat a bit. I can kill this warrior, though. Okay, scouting ahead with his rider. I can so far kill every single unit. These two kill this rider. This one kills this warrior. This rider can kill this warrior and then scout ahead even further. It's not super terrible. Okay, so he's doing a chop play. So he already has climbing. I'm okay with that. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. Run you over here. Bop-a-da-bop. Run you back. Run you back. We're gonna road. Run it over here. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. Oh man, I could have gotten a siege and prevented the stars production. So he has riding. I need to assume... So there's a village there. Yeah. So we're going to train a rider. Alright, more riders. We're going to go directly to the west and pass the turn there. Alright, so the giant secures the kill. That is fine. So it's nice that I have all these riders, but I need to improve my economy. Because, yeah, my opponent is going to be able to do that as well. Man, looks like they got the village density they needed. So how am I going to come back from this? It's a lot harder to come back on dry lands, sadly. Hopefully... So what I need to do is... Instead of being as aggressive, we're just going to use our riders to... mostly secure kills, heal things up, and the less units I need to be training, the better. So you're going to level that up to 3. Yeah, because my economy is shot right now. Well, my opponent... What? Okay, so they got city walls. They don't want me sieging them. I'm okay with that. Because these two units are going to heal. We're going to claim this city right over here. We're going to claim this village. Go over here, claim this village. Heal, heal, heal. We actually need to just put you right over here. We can move you over here. We can move you here. That guy is going for a solid win. You're not wrong. He takes no risks. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I don't punish it, then yeah, it makes perfect sense. So I don't actually need to train units this turn. I need to improve my economy with... Do I just get mathematics? Mathematics gets me catapults, but organization would be better. Oh, right. I'm stupid. I don't know why I put my unit right there. Probably math. I mean, math is expensive. I can get math, and then that's it. I can't even train a catapult unless I chop, which isn't terrible. How many kills do you got? None, 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 one, none, one. Just gonna start training more units up. I mean, he can afford it. So I would love to get, don't get me wrong, I'd love to get math, but we need to pick up organization here. Organization is going to allow us to harvest fruit, and connect here. 5 stars. And then we're going to build a road. Fruit. Resources. Now we're going to go ahead and claim. Road. Hunting. We're going to pick up an explorer. Why do you hate me so? Hey, we actually can secure, contain, and protect him here. Alright, I'm going to move you back over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm in danger. I'd love to hit this rider. I would love to hit that rider. We're going to clear this forest. Hunt. Harvest fruit. Resources. I'm going to road you over here. And I'm going to train a rider and a warrior. And that is going to be it for our turn. Why has he moved the giant here? Let's see. The bottom city has giant potential. So I'm not the only SCP fan here, right? So our opponent is fighting blind from the looks of it. He has absolutely no idea what's going on over here. And we actually almost have complete vision of the... Do you guys want me to do a flex play and try to go for navigation for the Explorer Monument? Because if I explore here, I think I can see the entire map. I'm probably still going to lose this game, but... we'll see. Alright, so we can kill all of his units. Alright, he has math. Well, I mean, the catapult should give that away. Oh, don't expand those borders. So far, I can kill all of his units. Dang. Okay, so he expanded those borders. He ran out of time. Perfect. We're gonna road you over and zip you on over here. Road. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. Bop-a-da-bop. Road it over to here. We're gonna hunt. Explore. This is, by the way, this Explorer play is probably gonna lose me the game. So I only have 3 clouds left to explore. Okay, so we're gonna road. Bop-a-da-bop-a-da-bop. We're gonna road you over here. Bop-a-da-bop. We're gonna move you over here. Bop, 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 bop. Move you up here. Secure this kill. Bop, bop, bop. Run you over here. Bop, 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 bop. Move you over here. Bop, bop, bop. We're gonna siege. We're gonna put you over here. We'll road you over here. We're gonna heal. And we're gonna train a aggressive warrior. What hasn't moved yet? Oh, this. Yeah, that's mine. What needs to go? Okay, we're just ending the turn. Whew! Alrighty, so, because this catapult's protecting this catapult's also protecting this, we are preventing them from being able to unsiege both, and by putting this rider here, it makes it harder for them to do a sawmill play. I mean, I guess they could still put a sawmill right here. Oh, man. And they're really low on time. So the time pressure is actually probably going to get to them. Wow, double siege, that catapult can't defend both. I would have never seen that move. It was kind of last minute. Why? Why kill that unit? You should have killed the one in the south. Oh, this frustrates me. He's going to make a giant. You could have made a giant in the first place. No. Okay, so what are you doing here in the south? You don't have enough time. You guys want to see something even more beautiful? Another catapult. They ran out of time. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Man, I can't make as an aggressive a play as I really want to. So we're gonna harvest fruit. We're gonna hunt. We're gonna hunt. We're gonna fruit. Resources. I cannot get math, so we're just gonna claim everything here. Claim, claim, claim. We're gonna go here. Bop, 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 bop. We're gonna secure this kill. Bop, bop, bop. That's the killer monument. And Gates of Power. Super unit. Park of Fortune. Road. 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 I'm actually going to do a border growth right over there. Probably the wrong play. Network Bazaar. Harvest fruit. Workshop. Hunting. Hunting. Fruit. Stars. At this point, I need a rider. I need a rider. Can I get another one hiding somewhere? Not necessarily. This guy's secure to kill, so we're just gonna be moving y'all about. End the turn. Alright, secures the kill. Do I have 2 monuments right now? I do have 2 monuments. So I think with the way everything works, because I still have both my monuments. So what we're going to do, so the center of the map is right over here. So this giant's heading is actually, well, the giant actually got attacked by both these catapults. So the giant's heading is actually towards these catapults. So we're going to actually push this giant to this sawmill to kill this catapult and threaten this city. So I went from a losing position on this game to, what the heck? The back city can be sieged? Almost. It almost can. I can siege Boobagoo. Alright, Grand Bazaar. Park of Fortune. Super unit. Kill that. And... wow. Just wow. That city, the border expand. Very annoying. Road. Road. We're going to go all the way over here. Bop, 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 bop. And then move you back over here. Rider. Rider. I'm going to move this warrior forward. We're just going to trade that warrior in. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. We're going to save that veteran boost. It is actually really hard for me to get in anywhere in Siege. I'm gonna rush this one right in over here. We're gonna get a workshop. Rider. 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 I'm actually going to move you over here and then do this sort of trade. Rider, and then we're going to pass the turn. So we're doing a rider spam, even though he has a whole bunch of giants. Next turn, I can pick up mathematics and go there. 1, 2, 3, 4... Actually, it's not good enough. We're going to lose this city because I used all my monuments already for other stuff. Wait a second. Can I rush navigation and get the explore? I can't. Okay. Yep. I get to train a warrior. Bop, 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 bop. All these border expands. Quite annoying. Alright, so kills the giant. So that's sad for me. One, two, three, four. Dang. That's fine. That's also fine. Out of time. We're gonna go over here. Bop, 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 bop. Secure that. That's a heal. And he resigned. Oh, man. That's actually quite unfortunate, because, yeah, we can actually do this. We could do this. Yeah. I mean, we can sort of joke about it, but the game was over. So, they played it pretty well. They could have done better. They definitely could have done better. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to zip this on over here. Right over here. Rider. Because sure, we're going to lose this city. I actually want to... throw more units over here. Oh, hey, what do we get out of the ruins? Defender. Just make it more difficult for him to unsiege stuff is what's going on there. Yeah, so there you go. The game is over. It I had full vision of the entire map. And I guess we could pick up climbing. I have full vision except for this one tile right over here. Oh, man. What a game. That one was definitely something. Whew. Because this catapult can't do anything. Ran out of time. Turns transferred. Yeah, so Zothrust. Whoever you were, you played a pretty good game. You did a good job leveling up your cities. So let's go back and watch that replay. The Superb Reef. We're going to also favorite it because I am needing barter games for an upcoming video because the next how-to guide is going to be for barter. So that's why we ended up playing barter. But so let's take a look-see and see what ended up happening. So good start. Luckily, they know to level up theirs. And they actually find a village right away. So that makes more sense. They ended up having a slow start because this warrior went the wrong direction. Because when you go north-north and then you go northeast, you want to sort of spread out a little bit more. This warrior should have gone to the west. So notice, like, right over here, like, okay, we're going over here to the west. This warrior is not going to be following him going to the west. He's going to be going to the east to get more vision. And then we find the unfortunate spacing of this one. I'm traveling backwards instead of to the center. That's another thing. So he ends up picking up climbing. Climbing to get the ruins. Now, it's not a terrible play, but as we know, that's not the greatest play. So they have forestry. With forestry, he could have leveled up his capital as well. He should have leveled up his capital and then considered climbing. But then he wouldn't have been able to get a warrior here. And if you're really that desperate for... Because ruins can be good, but you always have to juggle if... He got math from it? What? Wow. I would have loved that sort of luck. I always get fishing. He got math from those ruins. And he's going to expand the borders. Not terrible, just not great. So, wow. Alrighty, so he ends up getting mathematics from those starting ruins and is now properly spreading his units out. This warrior can go over here. This warrior can go right over here. And at this point, I think that's where I level up. And then... So I just do an Explorer. The Explorer actually finds me nothing. And I pick up Riding, so I can get a Rider and move into the center a little bit faster. So they're going to be going the more economic route. Especially since they got really lucky with the math. But at this point, you actually, what you want to do is, well, you want to get level 3 here, you want to get level 3 here, but you want to hurry up and get that giant. So let's see if that's what they end up doing. Resources, level 3. Good, good, good. Alright, level 3. No, 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 you're doing it wrong! Place a lumber hut! Oh my gosh. Oh, that's frustrating. But, with that play... they now have the potential of their monument. Right over here. Do you go explore or workshop? You have to go explore right over here in the front. I actually didn't look. Did they explore? Okay, good. They got an excellent explorer. And because they have climbing... Wow, they got to see everything. What the heck? So they got to see the entire map with everything that I'm doing with their explorer. So they have riders. I make the aggressive play. I rode forward. I'm hoping that, look, okay, they're going economic. Maybe they don't have riders yet, which most of the time it actually doesn't pan out. So they actually make a great unsiege right over here. But they position their units forward for vision or to be aggressive. Hold on. Let's actually view it from their perspective. So they go ahead and get that kill. Wait a minute. Okay, no, this is just a misplay. You want... So... Because... Okay. So... For those who don't know... Polytopia a lot comes down to how well do you spend your stars. If you get a lot of stars, you could throw away some stars surely. But, moving your rider over here, you should know that this rider here just kills this one. So he just lost 3 stars for free. You don't need to be super aggressive in this position. You just need to keep your units alive and slowly snowball the game in your favor. Whereas me, okay, I can move my units around, and turns out I did have another one hiding in the one cloud they couldn't see, and I get 2 kills for free. And that went from, we're fighting for this area over here, 3 stars for 3 tiles, right? Yeah, that's not worth it. So I got to kill 2 of his units for free, and now this village over here is essentially mine. This one, I did use my rider aggressively. Like, look, this rider, it's probably going to die. The moment that your rider secures a kill all the way over here, and it's going to die, just accept it, get more vision. But if you can, avoid sacrificing units. Also, I've avoided the sacrifice later. We're going to go ahead and turn the shared fog back on so we get better vision of the entire map. Doing a fantastic roads play. Going to be increasing the village to level 3. Going to be increasing this one to level 3. There you go. But he ends up going with city walls. He was really afraid that I'd be trying to constantly siege. But if he's training up units here in the back... Because picture this one. You train city walls. Alright, so he gets a rider back there. You also could have trained a rider back here at Arkflaw. Oh man, we're gonna mute for a moment. I failed to find the mute button. Where's the mute button on this? Gosh, my apologies. I need a better mute button. Alrighty. I'll figure that one out eventually. So notice, like, I could have potentially been a lot more aggressive. I couldn't have gotten a kill, though. This rider, I put in the wrong position. I'm not going to lie on that one. But, look. If we go back to my turn, this village, fully popped out. This one, I can't train anything either. So, now I have a lot of military, and then I can focus on saving my stars to improve my economy. And I have a military that can fight for the center and all that just fine. He's gonna road up, sure. It's 1 away from a Grand Bazaar. And he's finally gonna start expanding off to the side. He should have been expanding off to the side a little bit sooner. We're gonna get that level 3 for the extra stars. We're gonna get that level 3 for the extra stars. And then we're going to capture 2 villages. So we went from having only a third of the map to now I have 55% of it. We're going to explore for that vision. And notice, like, I did a lot of exploring this game. Actually, I did more than I should have. The only thing I failed to do was pick up navigation for the monument. But now I have riders all over the place that, unless he goes on mountains, I can fight everything anywhere. Again, I don't know why my opponent decided to just move his units forward. He has vision of me right over here. So this one is just combat. This one, like, tech-wise and all that, he played well. He did a pretty good job. He could have done better on his tech choices. He goes for expanding the borders, which, when you're trying to fight defensively, as we were describing earlier, you want to expand the borders. Notice, like, it's really hard for me to siege in. But if he didn't go for these city walls and started training more riders everywhere, he probably could have been fighting for this over here on the south, or on the west. And instead of losing this potential village here on the east, could have been fighting for it. So yeah, we ended up having vision over the entire map. And then we get to do the aggressive play. Bop-a-bop-a-bops. We siege not one, but we siege two. And a lot of times, a lot of your Polytopia games are really going to come down to what did you do in the early game? Because if you don't have a strong early game to set the foundations for your late game, this sort of thing's going to happen and you won't be able to recover. If our opponent had more military, so notice, like, every single one of these are free of pops. Whereas if you go back to mine, on my view, we're going to go back to nearly full, nearly full. This one could be, but these two I just claimed. I'm using all the pops in my my two cities, whereas my opponent almost has nothing. Giants mean nothing. They're only as good as the units that support them. But this giant, what's it going to do? Well, now it's going to be fighting for this village down here. What's this giant going to do? Maybe he can fight for this village over here. I think, if we remember, he ends up going north to Gogork in order to try to siege that city. And then this one, right over here, I mean, you saw me react to it live. We all know the better way to have done this. If our opponent had decided that they're just going to do a giant push, they have the Metropolis. They actually could have cleared off both. So if they just put the Metropolis here at Arkfla, that's a giant push. Okay, cool. Then a follow-up. Just catapult to kill that. Oh, man. At this point, our opponent is panicking. The only feedback I have for you on this situation is practice. You want to practice not... I mean, you can practice in live games, but practice in 24-hour games how to clear potential double sieges like this. Because sure, like in a live game, you may end up... Not in a 24-hour game, you may just go, look, I'm losing this position. We're just going to surrender. But play those out. Because in this one, our opponent hasn't fully lost the game yet. They have giants. I don't. And if they can potentially unsiege everything, then they'll be okay. They end up going for a giant right over here in their city, whereas if they put the Metropolis here in the south, they could have then... I actually think they could have trained two giants. One here in Arkfla and one here in Obru. And that would have changed the tempo of this entire game completely. And this rider over here was just sitting on this village for so long and he never captured it. That one kind of hurt me a little inside. This is a... our opponent did not have enough experience in live games. But they, like, for them to not have as much experience, they did fine. They had a better spawn. we'll give them that, but they did fine. I'll give them like a C+, because they didn't manage their time well, and they didn't fight super well. But they had a good economy. And a lot of times a good economy will help carry you through a game. Whereas in this instance, like, okay, they're going to do that. Giant pushing is what allows me to get that kill right over there. And we don't really have to do much. We could just keep spamming out riders. Sure, riders can't kill giants very well or very easily, but if we kill off all the giant support, they're not in that great of a spot. Also, last but not least, this rider over here is the full reason why you save your veteran boosts. If your unit is perfectly healthy and it's not in danger of being killed, don't promote it. Save its promotion for later. But yeah, in this case, sure our opponent had sieged our city. We're sieging their 3. At this point, yes, the game is basically over. We're at their doorstep. Sure, they're a lot closer towards ours, but there's nothing they can really do at this point. Zothrust, good game. My goodness, I need to put this thing away. They did an excellent game. Hopefully they, well, for them, I hope they get a little bit more practice, so that way they're not in such a bad position in the future. Yeah, good luck in your future games. We have enough time in order for me to do one more Replay analysis. I don't really have enough time. I mean, I guess I have enough time for a tiny. You guys want to see a tiny or a replay? Howdy, welcome back. So yeah, this one, our opponent, despite having a better map position, they kind of choked a little bit and lost due to time. So, try to see a tiny game, or I could do a tiny barter, I guess. I'd rather not do nothing but barters. Hey, friends. Zothrust. Sure, we'll accept it. Yeah. Excellent game. So what, I mean, what could they have done differently? Yeah, it was mostly just they could have improved by not throwing units away, because stars are quite important like that, and so are your units. And that one in siege play. So mostly just combat and unit positioning. Yeah, so I got about 20 minutes. We're going to try for a tiny lakes. That's probably not going to go so well. But we're going to do another barter. I hate to be that person picking barter, but I need game not found. Got it. There's Symancy. I don't feel bad anymore. Our opponent's most likely right here. Pat to fat rat to play. I've played this person before. They're playing. So they start off with extra stars. Pat the fat rat, you need to end your turn. Pat the fat rat, you need to end your turn. Live game shouldn't immediately start like that. Oh, man. Yeah, because they haven't done anything yet. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move. We're gonna hunt. We're gonna hunt, and am I gonna do an explore? Yeah, we're gonna explore. Oh boy. We're gonna end the turn. Oh, I should have trained a warrior! Live game. I should have trained a warrior. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I should have trained a warrior. No excuses. I love life. Yeah. Hopefully they... Are they saving? They ran out of time. So I'm going to do an aggressive play. We're going to do forestry. We're going to do a chop. Where am I chopping? I'm going to chop. We're going to clear this forest. And then we're going to train a warrior. Wait, why? You guys want to see someone surrender really, really fast? You guys want to see some surrender really, really fast? No! Dang! Okay. 3. Okay. So we're gonna move down over here. We're gonna move down over here. We're actually gonna move up. Dang. I mean, he's doing the correct thing. So let's remember, our opponent does not have vision, whereas we do. We're gonna lumber hot, lumber hot, lumber hot. Resources. Move right over here. we're gonna assume that that's a village right over there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My goodness. Simanti. 1, 2, 3. Can I afford... Yeah, I can afford a warrior right now. Oh, man. Yep. Wait, how did he get that vision? 3 stars per turn. No, how did he get that vision? How's it going, Jaybird? How did he get that vision? Ruin? Sideways explore? He hasn't explored yet. How did he get that vision? We're gonna train a rider. How did he get that vision? Who are we playing against? We're playing someone named Pat the Fat Rat. Maybe he picked up a ruin? Maybe he picked up a ruin? No, I don't see it. I was just busy making people quit with Simanti law. Fair enough. Yeah, I completely forgot that's how the math works. Do I just... Yeah. We're gonna rider, we're gonna warrior, and we're gonna let him capture it. How did he get that vision? And now I need to know how he got that vision. Because there was no ruins. How did he get that vision? And we're gonna mind control. Yep. We're gonna clear. Rider. This one's actually probably a loss. How did he get that vision? I don't... Because he didn't explore. He has a workshop here. 5-star... Oh, he did explore! That's right, it's the capital. Okay. He did explore. It's still going to be mind-controlled, right? Yeah, it's still going to be mind-controlled. But, we're just going to have to accept that at this point. And our opponent is letting us go over here. Yep, so that's another control. We are going to go over here. Nice. Bop, 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 bop. I'm going to hunt. Lumber hot. I need a workshop here. We're going to Rider. Capture. And heal you up. Rider kill and come back? No. Maybe I should have. This one's just a rough position. I should have remembered. I don't know why I completely forgot that capitals start off with an extra star. I wasn't thinking right. So that's going to go right over there and siege my capital. Yeah. This game's basically over. How do I... No, you're right. I should have just killed and retreated. I shouldn't have let him got that. I was wanting to heal, but it does me no good. We're going to go ahead and surrender. Wow, I played that really bad. Oh, man. I played that really bad. That was rough. So, we're going to go where everything went wrong. Because, of course, they did the fungi play. And on a tiny map, you basically just explore right out of the gates. I didn't have enough economy, though. I was trying to be a tad bit too aggressive, but really kind of have to. So, yeah, there you go. He gets the explorer, and he even sees my capital. So, yeah. That's what did it. And I should have... The moment that he moved back... I mean, I did check. Yeah, it's just I wasn't looking at everything properly. So this warrior needed to move further away, and it should have moved... Yeah. Yep. And then I had my math wrong here. I thought riders could kill, but they couldn't. Well, that's a huge bummer. We'll try one more time. I still have enough time. Dang. Man, I played that really badly. We'll try one more time. We're going to get more barter games in. Because in a moment, I'm going to have to eat and then consider going to work. Username is Zothrust. Hey. I need to have better posture. Oh boy. Alrighty. Last game. I don't know who we're playing against. They are starting off... Alright, so again, we're going to do hunting. We're going to do explore. Yadak. We're not going to misplay this time. We're going to train our warrior and end the turn. So you're going to road to this tile? They are. Hey, it's the road guys! I'm going to train one more warrior. We're going to go here. Bop, 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 bop. We're going to go over here, secure that kill. And... oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. I only feel bad because I'm playing as Barter. But, I mean, this is typically tiny games for you. He resigned here is the best move he played in this game. Well, so Barter is, if you do exactly what I do, they're going to have a strong military. You probably should have gone and followed this fruit instead of going north onto this tree. Because if they got this one right over here, they could have had a better chance. That one's just rough. We'll play one more, I guess. I'm not... You know, we'll do Tiny Dryland. Again, we're going to do another Barter. And... yeah, we'll see. I've only got 15 games played. Resigning here is the best move you played this game. No... no, no. All right, message requests. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and decline that. We're going to go ahead and click back, random match, live game, tiny dry, just to try to find somebody else. Oh, never mind. We're going to... so we're going to decline that, and then we're going to open this one. All right, this one's also our final game. Hunt. Hunt. Explore. Why are you going the wrong way? Oh no. We're just gonna end our turn there. Omaji. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to train a warrior, and he went all the way back here. We're just going to pass the turn. This game's actually basically over. Not going to lie, this is why I don't play tinies. Is sure the fighting starts right away and it gets exciting. But you get spawns like this, and what are you supposed to do? Train a warrior, pass the turn. I don't even have a good forestry follow-up. Might be able to go... believe it or not... actually, we're going to move over here. Bop, 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 bop. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So they can't really kill this warrior, so I'll be fine. There's probably... I'm assuming there's a village right over here, because where the animals are, yeah, so there's a village here that I lost the race to. But this village is getting... my capital's getting 3 stars per turn. I'll be able to get a workshop over here in a moment. So we're going to go pop it pop it pop. Hit that. You're going to pick up writing. Oh, I should have picked up forestry. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, wait, no, I do need writing. Oh, that's why I went writing. We're going to grab our writer. And we actually have enough stars to get a workshop here. I don't believe in bad spawns. Alrighty. Pass the turn. So now we have 6 stars per turn. It's good enough for us to stay afloat. Yep, so he's going to secure that kill. You don't want to really take that. Oh, dang. He picked up climbing? We're going to go over here, and over here. We're going to train 2 riders. Pass the turn. Oh, man. Well, I can't stop him from claiming the ruins. Actually, it's an interesting play, because if he takes the village, I just kill his rider, and then I cut him off from the rest of the map. This is actually not a terrible play. Because then he's able to get the ruins. He got a tech, didn't he? He just got a tech from that? Either that or a really good explorer, but I'm pretty certain he got a tech from that. I lied. This one's actually been a pretty interesting game. Definitely got a... He certainly has to have a village in the back, right? Oh, let's kill the rider. That's a free kill. It's free real estate. Gonna go over here. Bop, bop, bop. And I want to have him go into the ruins. Move this warrior over here. We're gonna go over here. Bop, 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 bop. And threaten the village. Train a rider. We're pop capped right now. We're gonna pass the turn. Secure the kill. He's got a level 3. I can't pick up roads. Wow, so I can contest this village, but I can't contest this one. If only I could get roads right here. We're actually going to gamble on this ruin. Alrighty. Actually, I still need roads. Come on! Ruins roulette! Archery. Dang. Either stars or road, right? I mean, I ended up getting neither, but archery's interesting. It allows my warriors to have a defense bonus, so could have been better. I'm going to move this rider over here. We're going to train... Archer? Up. I mean, riders are pretty useful. Do I actually pick up an archer here? No, I need riders. Riders for that mobility. We're going to move you onto that forest right there. Pass the turn. So now we can get this village in, essentially for free. You get to secure the kill and retreat. You guys saw what I saw? Oh, no. Oh, man. Our opponent played so well all game. He played so well all game. Roads. You need a body block. Oh, you done goofed. we're going to go over here. We're going to secure the kill. That's ours. And we're going to go over here. We're going to take that. We're going to go over there. Bop, 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 bop. And that has 8 health. We're going to also pick up roads. Mostly so that way I can road you over here. Bop, bop, bop. And retreat. And stop. 1, 2. I actually have to train a warrior here because, well, I guess I didn't. His rider has 2 health. I'd rather just train a safety warrior. This one's actually been pretty interesting. Wow. You didn't have to build 2 roads. You only needed the 1. So he unsieges 1. But sadly, he's going to be unable to unsiege Lassador. You gonna go bop it a bop? Run it off? Okay, I mean that's actually a decent play to get vision that he probably doesn't have right now. But that's your capital. We're gonna go ahead and claim that. We're gonna get a rider. Claim this. And I don't have the stars. We're just going to train. I'm going to actually train an archer. The archer's safe. I got a warrior over here that can help protect it. So we can form a little bit of a defensive barrier. That's it. That one was actually an interesting game. Wow. Wow. That was a pretty cool game. So I guess last but not least, we're gonna take a look at that replay. Summer of Prophecy. Right? I'm gonna go ahead and favorite that one. That one was a pretty good play. Okay. Interesting. That is very strange. Why did he end up going southeast? I mean, southeast is towards me, but usually the first rider should just go directly diagonally towards the center. You already have first turn advantage as well. Interesting. So we go ahead and we do our turn 1 explore. It sadly does not really pay off that well. But he does a rider bounce. It's a good play. And I still haven't met him, so I actually have to play defensively. If he had positioned his rider a little bit more towards the center, he could have secured the kill here and then retreated. So right here on turn 2, that's a misplay. Killing off this warrior would have set my tempo back a lot, and then this rider could have continued over to capture this village here in the center. So that's a bummer, but he picks up our organization. He's going to level up the capital, gets a workshop. At this point, you might as well get the workshop, because your riders have already gotten most of the village vision that village would have needed. He's going to retreat it. I think he could have secured the kill yet again with this rider if he didn't retreat it right off the bat. So we constantly are getting this issue of our opponent. Looks like it was more of, again, a little combat situation where they didn't know the exact proper way to handle all of their units. But look at this map. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm a little bit closer to the center, but I am going second, so I'm okay with that. But their village density is so much more dense than mine. Picks up a workshop. They already have vision of me. They might as well. It's not super terrible. They're playing as Omaji. With their riders, they're able to bounce a lot. And of course, they do the play of they pick up riding. Now remember, this one actually isn't a terrible play, because I can't do that. That was actually a pretty good play. Normally, we kind of do a little bit of, oh my goodness, did they really just pick up? It wasn't super terrible, because not only that, they also got this ruin back here. Okay, so there's no village here in the back corner. So that one's going to be Pops. Going to level up their capital. Go for resources. Perfect. They get meditation. Poor guy. So we kill their rider. We kill that rider. And then at that point, we have tempo in the center. Alright, that's a good kill. Retreats back. Picks up roads. Road. Yes. It secures that kill. And then moves forward. No. Riders, you gotta move them back. Wow, the second rune was game-changing. It was. It was pretty interesting. The climbing play was actually really good in this instance, I would say. It's, yeah. So this turn... Do they have the resources? Okay, so they unsiege. They should get level 3 right here with the 2 fruit. Because at this point, why not? And then, of course, you go resources. But at this moment, I've got way too many units compared to them. I've got too much tempo. And that's the game. Okay. So what went wrong for Omaji? Because what could they have done better? They, it was pretty much combat all the way. Right here on turn 2. Well, it was actually here on turn 1. So, because when you move this unit, this one is an issue that I'm still trying to get better at. Like, unless you're using this rider to leapfrog this rider forward even further, this rider should have moved first. When this rider moved, it would have found this warrior. You know what this rider should have done? It should move to this spot right here. Because then it would have been in range. Because you got to retreat that rider. So that was the correct play right there. But if this rider was one space closer towards the center, this rider could have zipped forward, bop, 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 retreated back towards, at this point, to reveal this tile right here. It would have revealed this village. And then this rider secures the kill, and then it can head right over here to this corner. Then they level up their capital. And I would have been behind completely on tempo. Because at this point, this rider then goes to secure this village. And this rider heals up. He trains another rider. Instead, has to go a lot more passively. So, there's that one. I think, I could be wrong. Hold on, let me use Polytopia Calculator right now. Come on. There we go. We gotta go to a bots channel. Bots commands. Bot commands. Alrighty, so we're gonna calculate. Why is Steam so slow on my computer? We're going to calculate a rider at full health and then a rider at 3. Oops. There we go. Versus a warrior at 9? At 9. Yeah. Versus a warrior at 9. Huh? And then warrior at 9. Yeah, it secures the kill. That's a bummer. So, sadly, this rider, well, we can't select it. Really wish we could. This rider, even though it's having a terrible time, could have secured a kill. Again, helping kill off my tempo. And then this rider could have bounced right over here to this village. Capture, heal, capture, rider. It is what it is. Hopefully, Hopefully they look at this replay and figure out what they could have done better. Or if they end up tuning in, are all defense bonuses equal, excluding the city wall? Yes, all defense bonuses are equal. So there are levels of defense. There's level 1 defense and there's level 2. So in most cases, when you're just standing on cities, when you're standing on a forest with archery, or you're standing on mountains with climbing, or water with aquatism, you have level 1 defense. And what that does is that boosts your unit's defense by 1.5. So if we go back into the game, we're just going to go resume game to this one. So this warrior, if we select it, and we look at its defense, it's currently being multiplied by 1.5. We're just going to pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn. All right, hunting, forestry, lumberhots, hunting, and then lumberhots yet again. We pick up city walls. This warrior now has level 2 defense, which multiplies their defense by 4. That's a lot. Because now this unit has 8 defense instead of 2 or 3. And that is why city walls, it's really hard to attack units that are on them. The issue is when you pick up city walls, you're losing the tempo for picking up the city walls in the first place. But yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. So 1, we're going to pick up climbing, we're going to pick up, we're just going to end the turn. We're going to pick up archery. So warrior, 1.5. This warrior on the city, 1.5. This one on the mountain, 1.5. So it's really about stages, and that's why when you're looking at it, depends on how many shields is around their health. 1 shield is level 1 defense, and then 2 shields, level 2 defense. I'm glad to help. Yeah, I guess we're just going to finish this up with like a little bit of a Q&A, because I actually need to get ready for work in just a moment. I was actually planning on streaming Sunday morning, but I forgot that I've got stuff happening. We might still stream Sunday morning, or at least Sunday for me. So it'd be 2 days from now. We may end up doing a stream. Yeah. I guess that just about does it. Oh, wow. So I am now looking at where everything's located. I need to actually put myself over here in this corner, because on the PC, that's right, everything's here in this corner. So, well, what if I have this city selected over here? It just says, yeah, we're just gonna do that. Okay, well, my bad. So I got that fixed for next time. But, yeah. Looks like that's it. So, thank you all so much for watching. If anybody else has any more questions, I guess we'll finish everything off with that. I need to... That's right. There we go. I need to finish everything off with that. And, yeah. Also, I do plan on adding like some ambient music, but right now I'm still switching everything over to my computer. And of course, when you're dealing with music, especially with YouTube, you gotta be careful about copyright. So I'll just need to get some copyright free song picks. I could also just grab all of the Polytopia soundtracks, because as long as I'm playing Polytopia, there shouldn't be any issues with copyright at all. Oh yeah, my hair is a little bit glitchy, eh? It's mostly because the little green screen, like, is right all the way over there. And it's within reach. Yeah, we're still getting everything fixed up with the stream. There are other games I want to play, but right now I'm currently known for Polytopia. I actually used to stream Stellaris, and that actually just got a update, and I want to play that. That's a grand strategy game. And I used to play Path of Exile, but That one's not a strategy game. I do like Path of Exile, but I don't play optimally, so I would die a lot. And yeah, I've never. I mean, I've beaten the story of Path of Exile. I do it all the time. I could do it with any character. It's just for the post game, I've never been able to beat it. Actually, let me switch over. We're gonna switch to like played games. How many hours do I have in it? Path of Exile. I've also spent too much money on that game. Path of Exile. Yeah, it's currently 32 gigabytes to download. 2,237 hours have been played on that game. Whereas Stellaris, I have 1,352 hours. Alrighty, well, that's just about going to do it. I think we're going to go ahead and just exit the menu. I don't think there's really much else that needs to be done. Sorry, everybody, for throwing barter at you, except for... Man, I played this one so poorly. So, you know what? I guess I'm going to spend the last little bit of time going, what should I have done differently? So, because I would never have done this play differently. I would have done the Explorer, and we would have gotten this vision. So... And then they explored. And they got an excellent Explorer as well. All those plays should be the same. So I had vision of this. Yeah, no, this one's actually just a terrible spot that I'm in. Nah, this one's just a terrible spot. Because... assuming he's going to do the exact same play and go right over there, this warrior's dead. There's nothing I can do about that. The only thing I can do is move the warrior here instead, but I was really trying to expand. Because this mountain is just barely in the way, just right. So we get that level up for resources. And then he's going to go ahead and kill this warrior. I think a better play, though, would have been for them to rush forward, hit the warrior, and then retreat back to claim the village. But at this point, the game's basically over. Yeah, no, it's, yeah, no, that one's just a really rough game. Huge bummer. Man, what else could I have done different? I really can't think of anything else I could have done differently. Good day. Sorry about the timing, SLR. I'm actually just now heading out. Thanks for the feedback about the info on build. At least for the PC, I'm probably going to turn it off. But we'll see. Now this, out of all the games, I won every single game except for this one. I was trying to take a look at it going like, what could I have done differently? But, really the only potential thing is not train this warrior. Probably. Because by training that warrior, I make it to where I have less stars. I don't know. Less stars by 2. Nah, I really can't think of anything I could have done differently this game. Because even if I didn't train a warrior there, the stars would not have lined up correctly. So I couldn't have trained a rider and started rider spamming to contest for the south. And then I needed level 3 over... I needed level 2 over here sooner. The issue is I needed to train at least a rider here. In order to defend my capital. Man, no, this one was just a rough game. They played well. They played well, and then of course there's the misplay I did right here near the end of I just let them... I went bop-da-bop, and then I healed up instead of retreating. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. This one was just kind of a loss from the start. Oh well. Better luck next time. I hope you all learned something from all these. And we'll see you all on the next stream. Next stream is going to be... well, for me, right now it's in the morning. Next stream is going to be after work tomorrow. So it's going to be like 16 hours. You're not receiving enough video maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. No! Open widget. Maybe. Alrighty. But yeah. So next stream's gonna be tomorrow, but not for me in the morning. It's not gonna be in the morning. It's gonna be in the evening. So it's gonna be like 16 hours from now. 16, 18. Yeah, probably closer to 18. I guess I'll set up a schedule, and we'll continue to do some Polytopia. And then I will stream the following morning after. Then I've got... Oh, wait, no, I can't stream in the morning. No, that's way too early for me. No, I can't stream on Sunday morning. I can stream Saturday night, but I think I have... Hold on, I might have something. Oh, man, I've got stuff. I'll set a schedule for when the next stream's gonna be. Yeah, so the next stream's gonna be tomorrow, but for me in the evening, so it's gonna be like 18 hours from now. Alright, bye everyone, and see y'all in the next one. Oh, and send me your replays. That way we can review them. Take care.